Why does RAM evolution affect PC building compatibility? DDR1-DDR5. Imagine trying to fit a puzzle piece into the wrong spot. That's what using incompatible RAM modules feels like when building or upgrading a PC. Each generation of RAM has changed over time, and these changes matter a lot when it comes to making your PC work smoothly. Starting with the basics, RAM stands for Random Access Memory. It's what your computer uses to temporarily store data so it can access it quickly. Over the years, RAM has evolved from DDR1 to DDR5. DDR means double data rate, which describes how fast data moves between the memory and the processor. Each new generation has brought improvements in speed, capacity, and power efficiency. But these improvements come with physical differences. Each DDR generation has a different number of pins on the memory module and a unique notch position. For example, DDR4 modules have 288 pins and a notch in a specific spot. DDR5 also has 288 pins, but with a different notch location. This prevents you from accidentally inserting DDR5 RAM into a DDR4 slot or vice versa. It's a simple but effective way to avoid damage and compatibility issues. Electrical differences are just as important. DDR5 modules include a built-in power management integrated circuit, which helps regulate power more efficiently. DDR4 modules relying on the motherboard to handle power regulation. This means motherboards designed for DDR5 need to support these new power features. Also, DDR5 supports higher frequencies and larger module capacities, which requiring updated memory controllers in the CPU and motherboard. When you upgrade your RAM, you need to match the right generation with your motherboard and CPU. If you try to install DDR5 RAM into a motherboard only compatible with DDR4, it simply won't fit or work. The same goes for older DDR1 or DDR2 modules. This is why understanding the evolution of RAM helps you pick compatible parts and avoid costly mistakes. In gaming, the difference might seem small at first. DDR5 offers higher bandwidth and capacity, which can help with future games and larger assets. But for current games, especially if your GPU is the bottleneck, the performance gains from DDR5 might not be noticeable. Still, future-proofing your system means considering these compatibility factors now. So, in short, RAM evolution affects PC building because each generation has unique physical, electrical, and performance features. Matching the right RAM with your motherboard and CPU is key to making your system run smoothly and reliably. Always check your motherboard's specifications before buying RAM, and remember that upgrading RAM might also mean upgrading other components to keep everything compatible.